Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for another match. It is FuriousFive vs Maleficient. FuriousFive being in the blue side and Maleficient being on the purple side. Morgana, Darius, Cassiopeia, and Graves banned out. I am Obi here, joined by Kitty and Fufu Cutie. So, Fufu Cutie, what is your take on the picks and bans right now?
Well, Morgana is pretty strong support because she offers a black shield. She pretty much counters most of the support in the meta right now. So she's a solid ban. They don't want to deal with that because they might be looking at CC junglers and picking it up. Why gets heavily countered by Morgana because she can just black shield the target. You see she ulting on, so that's why they instantly ban Morgana. Then Cassiopeia I think is a general ban for Sam. He must be practicing it. I'm surprised they didn't ban LeBlanc because Sam plays a lot of LeBlanc. Last game he played Yasuo, it didn't go well, so they could have given that up. Meanwhile, Darius is pretty strong top laner. Like, he's pretty much a win lane champion. So.
Yeah, but I think it is kind of more like a target ban because you don't see Darius coming out and as those ban heavy champions, since champions like Cyan and Maokai can easily counter that tankiness which Graves brings in.
They might have done some research right now, like looked into a few voices.
Yeah, so I think it looks like a target ban, the Darius.
And yeah, the Graves ban goes for Holy Gunners. I mean, that's his second most played champ right there after Jinx. So yeah, I mean, he played around 55 games already this season in ranked on Graves, and he played around 70 games on Jinx already.
Yes,
they might
I think they should be picking off their Jinx to just ban him out. But let's see what they come up with the two picks. LeBlanc being hovered on, interesting enough. LeBlanc is that, yep, like I thought, the Jinx, they will be denying them that comfortability. What's your take on that, Steve?
Well, LeBlanc is Sam's is his main champion, right? He had most success on the LeBlanc, so they're probably gonna take it for that, and they're gonna steal away the Jinx away from Flock's Holy Gunners. Since they banned up Graves and they're stealing out Jinx, I'm gonna watch out what he's gonna pick into because he didn't play much.
I think he'll go back to his Catelyn. He's pretty. He's used that pretty much this LCL, and basically Catelyn is his one of the fallback champions. So I think he'll be picking that Caitlyn and Braum lane because Braum just helps Caitlyn bully a lot.
Well, Braum. Oh, he might just pick Draven. That's it's a lock Draven.
Wow, I haven't seen a Draven being pulled off yet on the LCL. What are your thoughts on that, Kitty?
Draven deals a lot of damage, especially on a champion like Jinx because she doesn't have that much escape. So if Braum gets his stun on Jinx, then it will be very easy for Draven.
Well,
but they have a Janna support.
Yeah, Draven does need to catch those axe. So if somehow they interrupt Draven from catching his axe, he loses a lot of damage. So that's when they can turn around.
Yes, but he's such a beast that basically always the Draven lane is always dominating, and especially that insta pick and insta lock was he's pretty confident in that champion and he has already thought it through.
Well, I hope Janna is enough for the disengage because Draven, if he sticks onto you, he can deal a lot of damage, and you need a good peeler like Janna to peel someone off Devils and to peel someone off the Jinx and shield him while she can deal a lot of damage. So yeah, the bot lane is pretty much reliant on how good Janna plays.
The Janna Tornado and the disengage, that's what is gonna come into play and how they're laning against Draven. Meanwhile, I think there could be a classic Yasuo versus Kha'Zix. Or it's gonna be Tryndamere. I doubt it's gonna be Tryndamere though. I mean, he isn't much in the meta, but you might never know. Like they might pull off some of their old tricks.
Well, yeah, and to not, even though Tryndamere is not in meta, he hurts, and he hurts very, very bad with those huge crits.
I mean, everyone's squishy for now on the purple team, so he can like kill everyone in like 5 seconds of his ultimate, which gives him invulnerability.
Oh, I would love to see a Teemo pick up, because nobody counters a Tryndamere better than Teemo, and Teemo is just so much pain with those mushrooms. I would love to see a Teemo being picked up in the LCL game. It would just be one of those perfect top lane counters.
It would be a lane counter, but going in a team fight, I mean, Teemo's team fight is very weak because he has to set up shrooms before the fight starts, and also they have to choose their battle if they're going Teemo.
Well, that is true, but I don't think the purple team is relying much on team fighting. They're relying much on pushing rather than team fighting, because they mostly have to.
In my opinion, purple team needs to pick a tanky champion who can actually survive some of the Tryndamere's damage after he is into the late game.
There is Gragas for tanking right there.
I was actually expecting, because tons of damage, one of the most played champions in this championship has been Gragas, and he is doing pretty fine with it.
Well, like I was swapping on the purple team, they literally swap everything for themselves, and he has played Gragas the last 2 games. He has won his lane he had quite some success in his lane with Gragas. And
yes, and Devils is known to play Kha'Zix jungle a lot.
That is true. Yeah, and I have to even point out that the Gragas Q actually reduces attack speed, so that is good against a Tryndamere who relies heavily on attack speed for his damage, because most of his damage is from auto attacks.
Yep, that's true. And Gragas with those nuke which he gets from that W, E and Q combo is just so overpowered, and it does indeed a lot of damage, and Gragas can become one of those tanky top laners who even shed out a lot of damage and are responsible for the team fighting disengage or an engage. So
yeah, they also have I mean, the Tryndamere also needs to go in melee range, and Janna is the perfect counter to all those melee champions. I mean, she can help kite so well that it might be just tough to like get to the carries for Tryndamere.
Yep, that's true. But looking at the purple team's comp, I don't think they'll be looking for a lot of team fights. Rather, they'll be looking for more gangs and solo kills, and basically split pushing that lane.
I think they are looking forward to actually winning their lanes, because the champions are all according to the lane picks. I guess they want to win the early game pretty fine and then move on. Get fed early on and dominate from the beginning.
I guess they want to just win lane and then win game. That's what they do.
Yeah.
So yeah, going into the game, would you put your money on the blue team or the purple team right now?
Well, Sam is on his infamous LeBlanc, then Aurora is on channel which she plays the best, and ultimate target is on his favorite AD carry Jeng. So and also like they've given out a lot of picks for the purple team which they prefer, so I want to give this out to the purple team, the Maleficent Gaming. Well, the blue team actually didn't get all their comfort pick, like things got taken away from Holy Gunners. Darius was also a targeted ban for Yellowfish, so...
Yeah, I don't know what kind of, game it is going on to be, because blue team is that just reliant on that all-in comp with the stuns and the Arya ultis and the Tryndamere dashing in. So basically they are relying on a very all-in heavy comp, and the purple team has a decent amount of disengage. So it's going to be very interesting to see who plays better.
Purple team has the perfect disengage. I mean, they can use the Gragas ultimate and the Janna ultimate for disengage. So I mean, they're gonna rely on this Kha'Zix split push and the LeBlanc split push to make some plays and disengage every fight with Jana and Gragas.
Well, yeah, they would be relying to those early level Kha'Zix ganks, because if a Kha'Zix gets that farm early level, he's just so destructive in the mid game. Like the power spikes you get on a Kha'Zix is just so destructive. So I think he will be looking for a more gank heavy jungle than a more farm jungle.
But then there is also why she's very good at locking down champion. The game can go either way right now.
Yup, and Y is also known these days for her level 2
Dragon attack.
She pulls off. And she can be pretty sneaky doing that bit also. So Y is definitely one of those champions which need a nerf right now and is currently very much into the meta.
That's true. Well, looking at the skin right now, purple team has these skins. They win the skin race there itself, while only Hooligan with the skin on his team.
For me, Santa Gragas rocks it.
Yep, Santa Gragas definitely won it, like a limited edition. But I think that's what you got on the when you got in the Karina stream. Like when you watched the stream, I think they gave it away to a couple of people, and he was one of the lucky people who got it. Well, what do you think the lanes are gonna phase out, Kitty? Like in the top lane, Tryndamere versus Krakus.
I think before level 6, Gragas is pretty much gonna dominate Tryndamere, and if he gets decent ganks, then I guess Gragas can actually win the lane. But then if his main aim should be to prevent Tryndamere from farming too much.
That's what he would generally.
Because if Gragas keeps pushing the lane and Tryndamere can farm under the turret and not die, then Tryndamere is gonna be a beast after the after level 6 and early game.
And that's a Tryndamere and a Gragas exchanging blows while just going top.
Oh, Sam getting out a deep ward, Ari recalling on the ward. Yep, the Ari actually forgets to buy her trinkets, so she's just like...
At what time are you both?
Yeah, I'm at 56, 57 right now.
1 minute 57?
No, just at 57.
Because I'm almost at 2 minutes.
107, 108, 109.
Yeah, that's where I am.
I am at 2 minutes.
I just scroll behind a bit.
Tell me your timings. I don't want to go back to my...
I'm at 127.
Fine, yeah.
Okay. So we have the standard starts. Kha'Zix's gonna start at his scrum. Meanwhile, the Y is gonna start at double columns.
It's a very deep ward, so they will have a track of how the jungling pattern is going right now. I know it's a 60-second ward, but they will still...
at least know where the blue team started, blue or red.
The ward actually expires, so it's... So, Fufu, I think Gragas should be able to out-harness the Tryndamere for quite some time, but the Gragas has to keep one thing in mind. He doesn't overcome it anywhere, because his E, though, is a very all-in tool. It is also one of his key escape tools, and early in the game, Gragas isn't that strong anymore because he's a very mana-reliant champion.
Well, and he does has the information that the Y started at red, at columns, because of that early ward, so he should be able to utilize that to place an early ward. Meanwhile, we see Kha'Zix going to the dragon. He's probably gonna scout it out, so yeah, Y doesn't level dragon.
Y is following the Kha'Zix.
And Y goes on in Kha'Zix right now at level 2, and Kha'Zix
has that isolated.
Oh, he gets the first blood.
He gets the first blood because
and
that isolated the isolated Q is just so they don't actually keep that into consideration or respect it. But at early levels, it does deal a lot of damage, and that's what happened right there.
Well, it even deals a lot of damage in the late game itself. So, I mean that isolated Q and the W heal. I don't think the Y suspected that he will heal up so much and like outrate the damage. It was just a perfect time for his skills to come up of cooldown. Or it was well calculated, I must say.
Yep, that was true. We suddenly hit level.
Meanwhile, bot lane going aggressive, like both the summoners, both the support summoners has been come out. Both the carries are holding on to the heal.
So yeah, basically very standard lane going on. Not much in each team's favor, but Holy Gunners has taken a lot of damage right there. Meanwhile, they do a gank at top. Y shows a presence, but the Gragas will back off easily. Kha'Zix is gank bottom. That's a W in W slow by the Janna, and Braum blocking that Q from hitting the AD carry Draven right there. So all in all, it was a good play by the blue team.
That was a good disengage, but like the Braum slow and the Draven E preventing that gank from going deadly. So well played on their part. Meanwhile, because of that pressure, the blue team, the purple team actually gets to push in bot lane inside of the turret and make Draven miss some CS. So Jinx is ahead in the CS game right now.
But if we look at the top, then we see that Tryndamere actually hit level 5 before Gragas. And before Tryndamere pushed the lane into the turret, he was ahead in CS. But now the Gragas has taken the lead.
We do see a raid invade coming in by the Y, like seeing that the Kha'Zix was bought.
Yeah, I think the Y can take that raid there, but she decides not to. She decides to go back into the lane and gank.
I think she is gonna, and that was not a very good gank.
And she will deal some damage to the Y before
well, Kha'Zix coming in just for the backup in case if that went bad, like if the gank went successful, he was there to back her up. But he should notice that like his red buff is gone because the Y showed up in lane with the red buff.
Yeah, that's true. And the battle of the vision has started, and both supports exchanging a few blows right there.
Well, we do see Y going down towards the dragon. That dragon is warded, so.
Kitty, how important do you think is the early game warding?
The early game?
Sorry, I didn't catch you.
Early game warding.
Oh, it is pretty important, especially into the jungles, because it will prevent early ganking. And if you give some advantage in the lane early in the game, then it is a huge advantage. If a laner gets an advantage early, because then the champion can keep pushing in and win the lane and also roam around and help the other lanes.
Gank on Tryndamere, he will take a lot of damage, but he won't die, and they decide to just back off. A good decision, I feel. And Y comes and ganks the Jinx, but good disengage right there by Janna.
That's a good disengage and a good trap by Jinx to prevent any sort of aggression from the Y. But the Y has focused so much on the ganking right now that she is a level down.
And they're going all and he picks up a kill on Jinx. See, this was what I was talking about. That Draven has so much of damage if he locks on on Jinx, then he is probably gonna pick up the kill.
Well, you must question that the Jinx didn't even use a heal or her flash to get out of that, so...
I think she didn't expect Draven to go all...
I think she underestimated the Draven damage.
Yep, that does cost her give up a kill for Draven, and plus because of his passive, he gets a lot of gold out of that. He just might have enough for a BF. No, he's 50 short for a BF, but I think he's just gonna wait it out and probably just get a BF in lane and then snowball more.
Yep, I think the same. And LeBlanc going all in on that Ahri, dealing a lot of damage there. Ahri's ulti is down, so if LeBlanc can do a proper combo on Ahri,
Hey, wake up.
Ahri might just go down. And pretty standard, the buffs being passed on to the mid laners. LeBlanc picks up her buff. We will be soon giving that buff to Ahri as well. But not much warding on the dragon side. So I don't think anybody wants to contest a dragon right now.
I mean, the purple team are just warding it up to keep safe so that the Y can't sneak in the dragon. But that's about it. They wouldn't want to do the dragon so early because Kha'Zix tend to be normally squishy. So if he gets caught up to the dragon, he will go down mostly. So,
yep. And why seeing Kha'Zix going in from that side, catching up to the Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix using his ulti. What a damage burst on that Y, and a beautiful pickup there by Kha'Zix.
The Y shouldn't have engaged because she was a level down on Kha'Zix. She should have known that he did evolve his Q. He could have seen that with this animation. I must question why did the Y go in there.
Yeah, but that was some unexpected damage. So yeah, Rag is going in. There's a gang coming in from Kha'Zix, and the Kha'Zix takes the kill on the Tryndamere. No ulti being burned there by Tryndamere. What do you think about that?
I think again the Tryndamere also didn't expect the damage coming out of that Kha'Zix, so. Yeah, I think he thinks. I mean, he didn't not even calculate the damage from the Gragas W. He probably might have saved it till the last moment, but like the damage just overwhelmed him and got him killed. That's what happens for me in the solo queue. So I guess that's what would happen.
Yeah, that's true. Meanwhile, top trading a few blows. Gragas does deal a lot of damage onto the Tryndamere, but Tryndamere might be able to just sustain a bit more because of the heat.
Tryndamere buys up a BF sword and a long sword. He's probably going for the Bloodthirster build right now. I mean, I don't actually like the Bloodthirster build because Tryndamere relies so heavily on the critical early game.
Yup, even I would prefer something like Infinity Edge or something rushed.
I mean, BT just means that he wants to farm all day in the lane, just split push, not team fight. That's what a BT would say. Well, LeBlanc going in aggressive mid game, forcing out a few damage, and the Ahri ultimate.
Ahri will give back some blows to the LeBlanc, and they're trading top again.
Well, a pause does come in for the purple team Maleficent. Might be some user might be lagging. Well, this is India, of course, where attempting to reconnect is a motto, so everyone lags. I'm surprised that this is the first game that it didn't start off with a pause.
Actually, I was about to say that it's the first pause of the game, I guess.
Meanwhile, we do see Kha'Zix hovering over to the dragon, but he might just sneak in the dragon, saying they have vision on the Y who was killing the killing the frog in the river on the top side. But he does walk over a ward, and I prompt close by to it. Might just ball it. That is Aurora DC. She's probably just starting on over the fast.
Yup. Let's compare the lanes right now. LeBlanc winning that CS lane to Ari by almost 12 creeps.
LeBlanc winning her lane quite
22 creeps.
Yeah, that's 22 creeps right there. In the bot lane, we do see Jinx winning in the CS game, but we do see that all like kill over to Draven, so he should be ahead and gold in that lane. While in top, it goes out to the Kragus because he's ahead in CS. He has that assist, and in the jungle, I mean,
jungle is definitely Kha'Zix.
Has to go to the Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix is pretty heavy damage dealer right now. He can deal a lot of damage because he has.
He has already finished his warriors right now, so that's a jungle item done on Kha'Zix. Meanwhile, the Y is still on that long sword for the warriors enchant, I think. I mean, for the warriors upgrade, so. Well, that's a reconnect coming in, and the game should be going underway. That was a resume coming in, so.
The Kha'Zix does get caught out. He will take the dragon, but would he fall down right here? He does see the Ari coming in from top, so he'll take the bottom route. Janna will try and disengage that fight, and that's a flash in by Draven and a timely heal to save Kha'Zix by the Jinx. So all in all, they managed to sneak a dragon out of the blue team, and we have the first dragon of the game going.
Both teleports were also burned right there by Tryndamere. I mean, I don't think Tryndamere didn't burn his teleport. He actually walked down. The Gragas did burn his teleport to just help out in the fight to prevent any aggression. So overall, a good dragon taken by the Kha'Zix, and he got out safe too. So that was a win for the purple team.
Oh, that damage burst by LeBlanc right there, just showing Ari how beefy she is right now, how damage heavy she is right now, and Ari will have to make a defensive item maybe to go against the LeBlanc, but Ari decides to go for that Morellonomicon. I think against the LeBlanc, I would prefer to rush Athene. What is your?
I would have gone for an Abyssal, seeing that she would get every blue. She just needs to survive there and farm up because, yeah, I mean, in 5.6, I think. No, it's a 5.5. Yeah, they buffed up Athene's, but even though. Meanwhile, we do see LeBlanc finding a wild Y inside the jungle and takes it down.
Why? What a burst that was! Yup. Holy Girl is luckily picking up that ward.
She even gets a red buff for her efforts right there. So it's a win for the LeBlanc and the purple team again.
Yep, Gragas and Tryndamere exchanging some blows. Tryndamere though taking a lot of damage.
He will heal up with his Q right there. Even finishing off his Infinity Edge, meanwhile Jinx is still a bit behind. It's 500 gold again right now.
Draven really helped him complete that Infinity Edge, and I guess Jinx would get that Infinity Edge in some time because she has almost farmed it out.
Well, we do see a fight coming in.
Ganking on Draven. And he will pick it up, but the Draven will pick up a revenge kill on the Jinx. Meanwhile, they exchange blows in the mid lane, and distortion being popped out by the images being popped out, and the Y going all in under the turret. I think that's a bad decision. LeBlanc playing it beautifully and picking up a kill on the Y. What is your thought on the play right there?
Well, that is what I'm talking about. Like when Sam, it's his main champion. He knows the champion inside out. That's what I'm very surprised that they didn't ban LeBlanc. I mean, the time LeBlanc got banned, which was the last game, they lost the game because he was playing on Yasuo. So yeah, we should have seen a ban coming. That's some poor research and done by PS5, and they are seeing the result of that LeBlanc pick right here.
Yep, the LeBlanc very dominant, picking up that kill on Y, and again this kill. So LeBlanc definitely picking up 2 kills on that Y, and she's definitely making her presence felt right now.
That's true. I think the Y was probably thinking that she needs to get revenge because LeBlanc invaded her jungle and killed her, so she wanted to seek revenge, but she got baited out hard by the LeBlanc, and the LeBlanc knew what she was doing.
You never fight a LeBlanc under the turret unless you're 100% sure you're gonna get a kill, because LeBlanc is that very slippery champion who can just stun you under the turret and walk away as you take all that damage.
To kill a LeBlanc, you need to change CC that target. So, I mean, she had no backup from the Ahri. Ahri decides to back out of that.
And that's Kha'Zix going in. He will pick up another kill. He's pretty dominant, and even Sam getting his kills on that LeBlanc. So definitely they have the goal where they need it.
I think the kill went over to the Kha'Zix in the middle lane there. No, it went over to the Sam, my bad. Well, meanwhile in the bot lane, the Draven is dealing a hell lot of pain onto the Jinx right now. I mean, they can't even stay in lane.
Yep, Draven is that threat, and we can see Kha'Zix trying to come again and again and sustain the lane out for them, help them out a bit. Let's just see how it progresses. And Tryndamere clearing of a ward there. Why coming in for a gang but being spotted out by LeBlanc?
Well, Tryndamere, probably they just spotted out that ward earlier and they want to make sure that it's taken out.
Yep. And
meanwhile, we do see a lot of ages complete on the
Gragas, and it's already stacked to 5. So Gragas is pretty fat right now. He won't die that easily. And an all-in attempt by LeBlanc, but she misses off her stun, so she decides to fall back.
Well, she's just trading blows with the Ahri right now.
Yeah, she is. She has a little vision around that spot, and she knows she can trade blows with Ahri early this game. So Tryndamere though getting the turret. So and a beautiful LeBlanc getting caught there. Beautiful ulti by Y, and Y will take down the LeBlanc. Kha'Zix gets a kill on the Ahri.
That was a good Y ult. The LeBlanc tried to bait out the Ahri. She didn't have vision on the Y, so she gets. And
a lot of damage being taken out by both the teams. A teleport coming in from Gragas, but they have the vision of it, and they will back out. If only they had no vision, both Holy Gunners and Dead Joke would have died. Meanwhile, Kha'Zix takes down the middle turret.
The dragon did spawn, so they could do dragon for the Gragas teleport right there. And
yep, they are
seeing that
for the dragon.
The Y is low, they should pretty much have it right now.
Yep, they are going for the dragon, and they will pick this dragon up, mostly uncontested.
While we do see that CGR build off.
Yeah, Tryndamere pop.
Well, he just tried to flash for the lucky crit which was open for, but his ultimate runs out before that and he dies.
Yup, he just died.
The bot lane, the Draven has actually gone quite ahead of the Jinx. He finished up his
That
heal.
burst
We see Vive being bursted out by the Kha'Zix and the Janna shield, which gives her the extra AD.
Wow, that was just an immense burst by.
That was really a lot of damage by the Kha'Zix done right there. That's the Q max and Q evolved Kha'Zix that we're seeing.
Yup, he's going for the Tiamat. Definitely wants to deal a lot of damage.
Tiamat is very good item on Kha'Zix since you can wave clear all the minions and then you can have the target isolated. Meanwhile, Janna getting a bit caught, but she will be safe because of a tornado.
That disengage. Kha'Zix coming in. He has caught up that Braum, but Braum is that tanky champion. He won't take a lot of damage. Holy Gun is dealing a lot of damage to the Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix backs off, and LeBlanc takes up another kill on the Tryndamere. Gragas is also seen coming down. Holy Gun is taking in a lot of damage, and a beautiful ulti right there by Braum. But I think Gragas will be able to take it down, tank it off, and they will pick up a kill.
Well, Ahri joins in the fight right there. The Jinx gets he gets stormed under turret, so that's pretty much a dead Jinx. They overstayed their stay in the bot lane and they get punished for that. Meanwhile, Tryndamere is just gonna TP in the top lane and get a split push going. He completes the Infinity Edge and gets a Vampiric Scepter, so that's what I was hoping for him to get.
And that burst on a LeBlanc missing that stun, but she will get out of this. Y doesn't have her ulti up yet, so LeBlanc should be able to get out of this.
I mean, LeBlanc missed one skill onto her, but she does a good job flashing out of the Ahri's return Q, which deals pure damage, which could have killed her. So that's a very good play coming in by the LeBlanc to get some gold back into her team's favor.
Yeah, Draven critting.
Sam has disconnected right now. We should probably see a pause.
Yeah, the game has paused. Sam has disconnected.
You see the gold in favor of the purple team right now. That's because of all the kills and the turret in the mid lane for the turret in the top lane.
That's 3.5k gold lead at 23 minutes, which is pretty damn good as compared to the LCL standard. We have seen a lot bigger, undoubtedly. But it is pretty damn good. But though we also have seen teams reversing this gold lead of 3.5k and becoming winners. So right now, my bets are on either team because both are playing their best.
Well, the cafe did close right now. That's what they're saying. But he's gonna become. I don't know how, but they said he's gonna recover, so we'll back any moment. Then let's look at the item. Draven is going for the Infinity Edge. Meanwhile, he's going for the Phantom Dancer, completing his Infinity Edge. Meanwhile, the Jinx finishes up his Infinity Edge and is on the Zeal. Draven is pretty ahead in that matchup. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, that items,
I see two mobility boots on Janna. And I think it's a miss by. She will undo it.
But she is out of her base right now.
Oh, so wow. She has to
She probably needs like for both. Like girls love shoes, so she likes to have a collection, I guess.
but it is a real embarrassment to see two shoes being pulled off in an LCL game of.
Well, probably might be a spectator's bug or something. We or not, I don't know. But yeah, that must be a miss buy. She could have bought something else than that. But yeah, like, come on, it's a girl. They need two boots. Like, they like boots. So.
And LeBlanc picking up that home guard instantly. Do you think investing so early into a home guard is useful?
Well, she has gone for the CDR and the modern icons. I mean, she got max CDR. I don't know about the home guard. She probably just wants to be in all lane, like fighting every time she gets to, and then get back into the lane.
Yep, that could be one of the possibilities. We will have to wait for a bit for Sam to reconnect. Meanwhile, the farm game is pretty much even right now.
Well, I want to point out that I'm looking at the gold status right now, and Caracas is ahead by just 300 gold on the Tryndamere. I mean, Tryndamere has been just farming top on his island, trying to recover. He's not actively participated in any team fight. Meanwhile, we do see the Caracas participating in a team fight, teleporting to the fights, which actually secured a lot of drakes for his team too. Saying, and in the mid lane, the Kha'Zix is on 9,000 gold, whereas the Y just has 6,000 gold. So that's a pretty big much lead coming in for his team. I mean, this team is ahead around 3k gold. That's just because on Kha'Zix right now.
Yep, Kha'Zix does have that amazing farm on him right now. He has completed with that Ravenous Hydra, and now I think he's going for a last whisper. So he definitely wants to pick out the target solo and just kill them.
Last Whisper is a very big power spike for any attack damage dealer, because it basically, even if you have a lot of base armor because of your runes, it pretty much neglects a lot of it. Like, it ignores 40% of your armor, so it does a lot. Like, it boosts a lot of damage once you finish a big damage item that, like Hydra.
Yeah, and that's true.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we do see that LeBlanc is ahead on gold by just about 1k. But I mean, for the blue team, it's all in the bot lane. The Draven is ahead on 1k gold himself. That's why they are still so close in the like total gold on the team. So
yep, they're just pointing it out. They have 2 minutes left on the pause time, and that's true. If he doesn't come in 2 minutes, we'll have to continue with the game, I guess, until the other team really grants them a little more pause time.
Why says she has an interview tomorrow, so I don't think that's gonna be possible. I mean, possible to grant them extra time, unless, I mean, it's midnight anyway, so it's only on the wire right now. We might just have to play FuriousFive. It's unfortunate that Sam plays from a cafe and the cafe owner has to close it down 12 o'clock, so can't keep the cafe running, but it's kind of sad. But I must point out that in the purple team, they are lacking a tank right now.
Yep, Gragas, I don't know what he's building right now, but
probably going for a frozen
probably going for a Frostborn, yeah. But yeah, they definitely lack a tank right now. Gragas needs to build something tanky after this, because you do have a lot of damage from the LeBlanc, but it all depends on whether LeBlanc can connect or cannot.
Well, the game has been resumed. Red team has run out of pause time right now and they'll have to continue the game 4v5. Let's see if the Fred Kazakhs can actually carry the game. He is 601. Just needs a bit opening done, I mean the damage done, and he can clean up fights really good.
Yeah, but 4v5 is that factor where it is very tough in a game like LoL to basically win 4v5. It's not that we haven't seen that before, it is just it's very tough when it comes to a professional game.
So, especially when the enemy team has a Y that can lock down a single target so hard, and then you can chain CC him down with the RE charm and the CC that Braum provides.
And not to forget, the damage coming in from the Draven is massive right now.
Well, he is fed in his team. I mean, he should be doing the most damage for him. I mean, for his side of the team. We do see that Ari also picking up the home guard. Probably just a trend that is happening in the mid lane right now.
Yeah, probably could be that. They're still afraid to pull it into a fight, even though it's 4v5. And LeBlanc was one of their bursts they were relying on basically. So they're still trying to push the middle lane, but nothing is happening right now. And the LeBlanc has reconnected. So wonderful. We won't see half.
We won't see a 4v5 game. At least now we do see a 5v5 game, and the purple team, I mean the red team, didn't lose out a lot on that. So no harm much done from that.
Almost getting caught.
Well, the dragon is about to come in 40 seconds, so he's probably just gone to clear some vision, or I mean not clear some vision, he's gone to take some vision, like probably get a deep ward or something like that.
Yeah, he just got the Skirtle there, so it probably gives them a lot of vision and a couple of wards around it. So let's see if they're able to go for the dragon right now, or will the blue team take it?
Well, they are sieging in the mid right now. The dragon is gonna spawn in 10 seconds. Meanwhile, we do see the LeBlanc going base, and Gragas finishing up his frozen gauntlet that we were expecting him to go for. And he actually moves to the dragon just, and if needed, he could teleport back into his lane.
Yep, they have already started camping the dragon, and we will soon see the battle of the dragon happening. But Greg is going in, and that's an exhaust by Dead Joke, and a beautiful ulti there by him, locking up and Raven dealing a lot of damage from behind. So they will have to back off it. I think this is one of the perfect chances for the blue team to go for the dragon.
Meanwhile, all this while, Tryndamere has been farming in the top lane. He has recovered a lot of gold and has pushed it up to the turret, so someone might need to go defend that.
Yeah, I think so. We can see Kazik going up top. Tryndamere has gone back to pick up his items, and yep, that Infinity Edge being completed, and he's going for I think a last
probably he does has the zeal. I mean on Tryndamere, and that meanwhile we see a teleport coming in.
But the red team does steal the dragon away from under their noses, and they will be able to disengage. So good decision there by the red team, seeing their players go back, and well played there.
Well played there, but the red team has been caught off guard. I mean they are backing out. We see a teleport coming in on the mid lane. Gragas will probably defend the turret. He does have the LeBlanc for any backup if they decide to go aggressive on him, and I mean Gragas is quite tanky right now, so he won't be an easy target to take down either.
Yeah, Kragas is definitely one of those very tanky champions. And I don't know, let's see how this game progresses. But right now they're pretty much even, except for a 3k gold lead and 3 dragons. But yeah, the main gold lead is in Kazakh's pocket. So
well, the third dragon is also important, seeing that they are a disengaged comp. The movement speed will definitely help in terms of that.
Yep, that's very true. So Greg is trying to push that bot lane. Draven sending out the picks to help them.
He is asking for assistance on the bot lane. That turret should go down soon. I mean, I think Gragas is just gonna tank it and
it was
just belly slam out. I mean, body slam out.
One hit required from the Gragas, and he will take down the bot turret.
He even had his ultimate if it was needed to run away or to engage. So.
But
extend the
right now he's pretty high on armor, so he can be a bit, uncared about Holy Gunners. He can just be like fine with the fact that Holy Gunners is not put on an armor shedding item right now.
He's probably going for the last whisper right now, that seeing that he's picked up his pickaxe. Meanwhile, we see the Kazakhs going on to the Tryndamere. Tryndamere blows his flash to get out of that situation, so that's a win for the purple team, seeing that Tryndamere might need the flash to lock onto his target.
And Aurora just disengaging there pretty well. She's lucky enough that Ari's charmed and catch her, otherwise she could have taken in a lot of damage.
I mean, you could call that luck, or you could call that skills, that she can dodge the Ari charm. So, yeah. I mean, they are going. Meanwhile, she gets caught once again by the Tryndamere. Goes down to defend her. Ari drops very low on the top lane.
That's a burst down on the Holy Gunners by Sam. What a beautiful burst. Tryndamere on his Undying Rage will pick up the Kazakhs, but he will fall down
to the
Jinx, and that's a double kill picked up by the LeBlanc. So
meanwhile, we'll see the top turret going down to the Jinx. I mean, she's pretty good at taking down the turret with a minigun.
Yeah, with the attack speed, she's pretty good. So I think even the mid turret will fall. So that's a lot of breathing space.
Meanwhile, Ari is stopping Jinx on the top lane. She actually gets past the minion wave right there, and LeBlanc is there to back him up.
And she will take up a kill on Aurora. She was pretty low, and I don't think it was a good idea to overstay there.
Well, they do take. I mean, they're damaging the top turret right now.
Yep, they are damaging a lot of the top turret.
Down and
I think the Gragas will fall down right here.
Meanwhile, the fight goes on to the top lane.
Comes in with the distort and almost taking out the Zinx. Almost taking.
The Jinx is doing a pretty good job of fighting. The Tryndamere has used his ult.
Beautiful.
And she does. A good kiting done there by the Jinx
triple kill picked up by Jinx. So Jinx getting instantly fed. I think they will take down the top inhibitor and try and damage a bit of the Nexus turrets. Oh, they decide to back.
No, the Ari, it is a pretty low cooldown timers on the death. I mean the death timers. So they're just gonna play it safe and back out. Steal away a few jungle camp from the enemies and probably go and shop when we're ready for the Baron.
Yeah, they can definitely contest the Baron right now because the red team is just so ahead. It's 20s to 9, and we already see almost a 10k gold advantage, which is pretty much at this point of time. It's just how well they kite the Tryndamere, because Tryndamere is someone you cannot just ignore. Kha'Zix going on a gank on the Ari, but taking in a lot of damage, will back off. Why trying to come in, but stopped by the
Meanwhile, we do see a surrender word coming in from the blue team.
Are you serious?
So I mean, they haven't surrendered. Probably a bit. Probably lost hope or something like that. Oh, there's a double distortion by the LeBlanc and ultimate by the Jinx ensures they get a few kill and the reset comes in. So that's pretty much GG right there. They even said GG, well played. They're just gonna push down mid. Tryndamere isn't even gonna bother coming down, I guess.
Yep, they're pretty much taking the game over here, and we will see them finish it off. Nobody's bothering to come out, and
well, they do have 10 seconds on their death timers, and Jinx is very good at taking down turrets, so they probably just want to end it right now. This 5 seconds
they will end it, and that's a game right there. Beautifully played by Maleficent, and Maleficent takes down FuriousFive. It was lovely casting.
I was writing the prediction in the in the load screen that Maleficent looks like a better team right now. They got their comfort pick, so take the game.
Yeah, and it was lovely casting with you, Fufu. Until next time, peace out.